Hi. Hello. What's up? How are you doing? You doing good? That's good. Glad you're here. Glad you're around. Glad you're here to listen to me talk. My cat might meow. That's just something you gotta expect. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video real quick. You know, hopefully not long one. I can't imagine it'll be super long because it's mostly just a comment. But so I kind of wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me. Um, it's this shit. It's this kind of shit. Here's the thing. Personally, I like keffals. I used to like Vosh. Uh, and obviously I like shark and shit. I think shark is cool. I prefer Shark over Keffals and Vosh, personally. But that's because I think he focuses on shit that kind of matters more often. And that's mostly where I wanted to come from real quick. How in the fuck is this important to anybody? I just want to know, how in the fuck is this ever important to anybody on the planet ever? Who fucking gives a shit? Who gives a single fucking shit? Yeah, okay, who gives a fuck what the tankies are doing? Who cares about people's interpersonal dramas? Why are you making videos about this? This is a shit. This is part of the reason why I stopped watching Vosh over a long time. Main reason I stopped watching him, well, the final straw that broke the camel's back was the anti-theist bullshit. So, whatever. Fuck him for all I fucking care. I don't really care, whatever. But, before that, it was shit like this. I started watching him because I felt like he was politically helpful in some cases. I thought that his debates were helpful. I thought him challenging right-wingers was helpful. I don't even mind when he challenges other lefties on, misinfo and shit. That's whatever. But this kind of shit? Who fucking gives a shit? Why do you care? This is the most online Twitter bullshit I ever done seen. You only know about these people if you're on Twitter, basically. I don't care. How is there 7K views? Who fucking gives a shit? Apparently 7,000 people. What's wrong with you people? How is this helpful? It just feels like so many people devolve into drama content. It's like they're useful for a while, and then some drama happens because, I don't know, people are shitty to them, and then they get so wrapped up in that, the dumb infighting bullshit, and then that just becomes most of their content. And it's like, I could see why people on the woke scold side of the left thinks that y'all are right-wingers because all you ever seem to do is attack lefties. I, I get why you do it sometimes, maybe not in this case, because who gives a single fucking shit? But, I'm sorry, it's just so stupid. Who cares? I hate, what? Everybody here already dislikes them. Who gives a fuck what they're getting up to interpersonally? Who gives a fucking shit? Whatever. But all I'm saying is I could see why they think that, because so many of the times, instead of y'all going after conservatives or right-wingers or, talking about the new shitty bill that's passed, I guess you guys get so burnt out or something that you decide, well, you do the same thing that woke schools do, and you're like, well, it's just easier to attack people on my own side. And I've done this shit too, I've gotten lost in the fucking discourse hole on Tumblr many times. But, at the end of the day, there's just shit that's not helpful to do. There are things that are unhelpful to do, and might be, counterintuitive, harmful in a way. This shit. You're only pushing people who could. She was making videos all about how, tankies are a cult, etc., etc., etc. Gotta get them out of this cult, gotta give them another space so they know that they don't have to be tankies forever, and they can come over to somewhere else and not have to be in a tanky cult, whatever. I don't even entirely disagree, But how is this gonna convince anybody to come over? How does this help? How does this what does this provide to the world? What does it do for anything? Except give you a quick buck, I guess. You know, it's hard not to like see where people's cynicism is coming from. Cause I get it. I kinda do. Like, this is stupid. This is the dumbest thing to make a video about. I'm sorry, Keffals. I love ya. You usually make pretty good content, but girl, what in the entire fuck? Who gives a fuck? As far as I'm concerned, Caleb Maupin dropped off of the face of the fucking planet, alright? I don't even know who this bitch is, and I don't even give a fuck. I'm just saying, like, who is it for? It's gotta be for, like, the most drama-hungry people, right? But, like, this is such a specific drama. It's, like, specifically leftist infighting Twitter drama. This is such a specific niche, I don't even know how you're gonna get any money out of it, even. At least if you're gonna do drama content, do it about Britney Spears and her fucking dad's conservatorship, blah 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 shit, whatever. Because this shit doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Why would you turn this into a video? Would have been one thing if it was part of just a stream or whatever, and you're just like ogling at it, like whatever. But like, this doesn't matter. This is nothing. This does nothing for anybody ever, anywhere. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I haven't clicked on the video. Obviously, it's 46 minutes. I'm not going to waste my time, because I'm assuming it's a drama video. By the way it looks, I'm assuming it's a drama video. It's clickbait for bullshit most people don't care about. If there's some sort of, oh, well, the tankies disagree because they can't, like, agree on this one point, you know, whatever, Caleb Maupin is a Trumper, and Haas doesn't like that, and now they don't interact anymore, and it's funny, because, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've absorbed no useful information. And I feel like I would not... I don't feel like I'm gonna absorb any useful information from this. Personally. In my own personal opinion. Now, aside from that, earlier today, I was recommended another video that I decided to watch, and it was a quote-unquote debate. But my problem with that is that, like, it seems like a lot of debate content has just, like, gone downhill so quickly. It's like people have gotten so tired about actually discussing ideas and so, like, cynical about it that now they just kind of, like, assume they're right by default, and, you know, they just kind of go ahead and, like, I don't know, it's just all, like, making fun of somebody, and that's it. Like, that's all that's going on. There's no actual challenging each other's ideas. There's no actually listening to someone long enough to, like, let them finish a full thought. You know, that's kind of fucking annoying. Especially when someone's constantly fucking interrupting and they don't realize it. It's pretty fucking annoying. You know, and it's just like, I get it. These people, a lot of these people are worth, like, I don't know, having their ideas exposed and talked about, and, like, their ideas made fun of. But it feels like a lot of people just attack the people themselves. Like, a lot of debate people just attack the people themselves that they're debating. And they're just making fun of them, and that's it. I just, like, don't get the utility? Aren't y'all utilitarianisms? What happened? Where's the utility? I don't see the utility. I'm sorry, but, like, there's no, like... Oh my god. It's just so bad now. It's just so bad now. And, like, another thing that made me stop watching Vosh is because of the anti-theist debate he had with Ocean Keltoy. The entire time, he was just patronizing as fuck, assuming he was correct by default, as he does, and then, like, you know, just treating Ocean like he was a dumbass and didn't know what he was talking about. He wasn't even really engaging with the points, and obviously he treats anti-theists like we're all just, or treats people who believe in any spirituality or whatever, that we're all just, like, you know, dumb, delusional, mentally ill people who aren't worth regarding in any capacity. And it's like, okay, so you're gonna totally win over more people with that, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, babe, I'm so sure you did not lose a whole bunch of followers because of that bullshit. I just don't think he actually cares about bringing people over to the left anymore. Like, I just don't think he cares anymore. I think he's burnt out from so many leftists going after him that he just like doesn't care anymore. And it's sad. And I mean, like, I get it, but like, maybe you just need to take a fucking break from the internet. Like, how many times has Vosh ever taken a break from the internet? Like, you need to take an actual fucking month-long break, if not longer. Longer. The reason I suggest longer is because like you need to like you have spent so much time not taking a break that you need to make up for it. you know, like oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of the leftist infighting. I'm so tired of the drama. I'm so tired of the bullshit. And it's like everybody's engaging in the same shit, you know. It's like they make fun of all these other like leftists for starting drama, but then they engage with the drama and perpetuate it, and then it's just like this never-ending cycle. And like, you know, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know how you solve that situation. I'm not here giving advice on how to fix the fucking divide between the left, but quite honestly, at this point, I kind of think that like a two-party idea is not the best way to go about this. I think it's kind of like, you know, there's the right, which is just kind of the bad and evil people of the world. and then there's like the left, which is a lot of people and a lot of people who don't necessarily agree on everything. So there should honestly be like three different categories within the left, which at that point you might as well just make three new parties, you know? So like because there's going to be the tanky woke skull types, and then there's going to be the people who are actually critical of reality and shit, and like actually give a fuck about things, you know? But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just kind of think that this bullshit is worthless. I don't think it's helpful anymore. I don't think it's doing anything anymore. Um, and it's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped engaging with it. I want to like do what I can to do real meaningful work that I can online within my own power. I don't have a car, you know. I'm not hip with the very, very cool people who go to protests all the time or whatever, you know. So I do what I can online, right? And it seems like that's what everybody else does, and especially since the internet is where a lot of most right wingers get fucking radicalized in the first place, you know. So I personally, I know that you woke skulls generally disagree because you think engaging with anybody you disagree with is like horrible, but like personally, I think challenging those beliefs online specifically is very helpful. And I just don't see it much anymore. I see a lot of this shit just kind of go unchecked now. And I get that, like, reasoning with conspiracy theorists is almost impossible, and they're basically their own right wing cult, you know? Like, the right is basically a cult at this point, just in general. But, like, I just don't know how helpful this is. At least this. I don't think this is helpful in any capacity. I don't think it does anything for anybody. I think we need to be focusing more on how we can unify, how we can, like, work together with the people we disagree with, which is the main problem, right? Is tankies and woke scoldy types, they refuse to work with anybody they slightly disagree with, which is why they fail so much, right? We need to somehow convince those types that it's actually beneficial to work together with people you generally agree with on things. You know? That we have the same core values, so we need to find a way to actually work together in spite of our differences, or in spite of the fact that you might think that I'm a right-winger because I don't know. I mean, what? Because I don't like China? So, like, I don't know. we have the same goal. But I mean, even then, I mean, a lot of tankies just want to do accelerationism. And obviously, a lot of tankies are basically just right wingers at this point. And, I'm kind of personally of the belief that tankies aren't actually on the left, personally. Um, but the people who are going down the tanky rabbit hole, you know what I mean. So, I don't know. I just wanted to make this because, like, I don't know, I'm just really disappointed, I guess. Because I have been part of this community. Well, I was part of Vosh's community ever since 2019, right? I've been around basically since the beginning. And I used to find his shit really helpful. He really educated me a lot. He really got me, to realize that I had a lot of dumb beliefs I didn't even realize that, were basically propaganda, you know? And that was great. But now it's like, I just don't get that from him. Now he seems almost as clicky as the woke scolds he hates. So, you know, what's the point at this point? Like, is there a point anymore? At least Shark is doing something. At least he does something. He actually goes after the right wingers. He actually does something. But, like, this is doing nothing. This is for nobody. This is for the 7K people that apparently care so much, or are parasocial with keffals, or are just obsessed with the space. Which I have been there, but it is like an obsession and it's unnecessary. there's no reason anyone who's not obsessed needs to give a fuck about this. Like, anyone who's not obsessed with this weird lefty infighting space on Twitter to give a fuck about this. Like, there's no reason to give a fuck about it. So yeah. 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 So yeah. Just thought I'd shit that out there, cuz hoping somebody takes this critique actually, to heart. But if not, I guess I'll just stick with watching Shark's content and generally keep avoiding hers and Vosh's, Sometimes I'll watch a Vosh video here and there, because sometimes it seems like he's making a goodish video, but then, like, other times it's drama content, or he tries to sneak in his weird anti-theist bullshit, so, like, I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't care anymore, man. I just don't care anymore. I just want to smoke weed, fucking relax, do what I can to make the world a better place. I don't give a fuck about his shit. It doesn't matter, doesn't do shit for nobody. Goddamn. Oh. I wish I had a solution. I wish I knew what to say or what we could do, to, like, unite people who claim themselves to be on the left, I don't know what the solution is other than to, like, adamantly focus on the shit that matters. Like, you have to stubbornly... This is what I found on Tumblr. You have to stubbornly ignore the discourse and drama and hone in your focus on the bullshit right-wingers are doing. Because the more you focus on the discourse and drama, the more you lose sight of shit that matters. The more you get into insular fights about bullshit that fundamentally doesn't affect our reality now. The more we get into conversations about a hypothetical future that we don't even fucking live in, and we're not even giving any options on what we can do right now in this fucking moment, right? So I don't know. I just, I mean, the only reason I can think that they're doing it is because it gets attention from this insular community, and, I don't think insular is the right word for this one, but, like, this very small community of people, and, it's a way, I guess, to make money, because you gotta make a million videos to, see which ones stick to the wall, I guess. I don't know. But, like, yeah. I'm so cynical about it now. Makes me really sad. It makes me feel like building a community of diverse people is like impossible now. You know? I don't know. Just real depressed about it, honestly. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to think of if there's anything I missed, but honestly, if I missed something, I'll probably just tag it on to the description of this video or whatever. So, I don't know. Just, like I said, shitting this out there, hoping someone actually looks at it and maybe takes a criticism, you know. Instead of just saying that, like a lot of the time, it feels like intellectually, like Keffals and Vosh would agree with me on this. Like, this is a waste of time, blah 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 blah. But then they don't do anything actually to change that. They don't actually do anything to like recognize they're doing it. They don't take a moment to examine their own behaviors, recognize they're doing it, and fucking knock it the fuck off. You know, they just like assume they're not doing it by default because they know better. But knowing better isn't the same as acting on knowing better. You know, there's a difference between knowing better and like actually doing the shit you need to do to be better. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Just yep. Just yeah. Just thought I would shit this one out, you know. Hope it makes sense. Hopefully it's not too long. Probably not. Probably like 10 minutes. 22 minutes. That's wild. You know, I was gonna say 20 minutes, but I was like, nah, it doesn't feel like I was talking that long. But I guess I've been talking that long, so whatever. 22 minutes. Here we are. Enjoy. Goodbye.